today I'm talking about the power of robotic affirmations for content creators, but I'm also doing a saturation session. I always find it difficult to say this, a saturation session. Robotic affirming session. I'm doing a 10-minute session, but I'm actually going to type. I'm not going to write it. Yesterday I did this and I typed. No, I wrote out on with pen and paper, but this time I'm going to type my affirmations. I'm doing a 30-day robotic affirmations challenge, and today's day 2. And what that is every day I'm robotic affirming for at least 10 minutes, 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. This is my 3rd session, but I'm actually going to end up doing 4 sessions today because I'm going to do another one before I sleep, but it's going to be an audio one. I'm not going to write anything out, and I'll just do it before I go to sleep, and most likely in the shower and stuff like that. If you don't know what robotic affirmations are, I'm going to tell you. There's no one in the stream yet, but I have a certain time frame to complete this stream, so even if there isn't anyone in here, it will go up as a video, and so people can see it when it's up. But robotic affirming is the practice of repeating affirmations consistently, often without emotional effort or visualization. So you repeat them regardless of your mood, your circumstances, or your belief. The goal isn't to feel inspired in the moment. The goal is saturation, to saturate your subconscious mind. For creators, this matters because creation requires consistency even when confidence wobbles. So I feel like robotic affirmations are so perfect for creators. It's so perfect for digital entrepreneurs. I think robotic affirming is perfect for anybody, but I think as a creator, robotic affirming is such an amazing thing because it's the act of repetition that is what builds consistency, and as a creator you need that consistency. So robotic affirming can help you to build that consistency with whatever actions you're taking, combining the action with your affirmations. Absolutely. I'm going to tell you, I can see that one person joined the stream. I'm talking about the power of robotic affirmations today, but I'm also doing a 30-day affirmations. I'm doing a 30-day robotic affirmations challenge, and today's day 2. So every day I'm doing robotic affirmations, 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, and 10 minutes in the evening. I'm doing these robotic affirmations. And it's really powerful. It's worked for me so many times over the years and the funny thing is I didn't really know what it was called. Even as a child, I used to do these robotic affirmations. So I would write them out, I would speak them, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know why I was doing them. I didn't understand what they were. Until what I was affirming came true. And what I would affirm over and over again would come into my reality. I would call it in every single time. I don't think there's been a time where it hasn't worked. It's always worked. It's always worked. Robotic affirmations for me has always worked. It's always worked. It's always worked for me, robotic affirmations. So I'm doing a 30-day challenge. Today's day 2, and honestly, when it comes to this, you can do a 3-day challenge, and trust me, you're going to start seeing some movement in that time. So for me, I feel like robotic affirmations are amazing for content creators. Hi, hello. Hi. If you're new in the stream, I'm talking about the power of robotic affirmations for content creators. Where are you from? Where are you from? Where is everyone? Anyone who's watching, where are you from? Hello, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm based in the UAE. Hi, I'm based in Dubai. I'm based in Dubai, in the UAE, but I'm British. I'm born and raised in the UK. I'm good. If you're here because you want to talk about, or you want to learn about, or you want to listen to my talk about the power of robotic affirming, then welcome. And also, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, Ramesh. I'm great. Thanks. My name is Adina, but some people call me D. Some people do call me that. This is my channel, Manifest Everything Always, and I talk about manifestation. That's it. I talk about manifestation on this channel. Mostly manifestation when it comes to manifesting money, when it comes to manifesting success. And it's really helped me. It's really helped me. Manifesting has really helped me. Manifestation has really helped me over the years, and it's helped me to build profitable businesses over the years. And you're in Dubai, me too. That's where I am. I'm also in Dubai. But as you can hear from my accent, I'm British, born and raised in South London, the UK. So yeah, are you interested in manifestation, or are you just here for the vibes? Are you interested in manifestation? Is manifestation something you care about? I think that no matter what, it's funny you say this, Augustine, because it's funny you say this because people don't think that. Everyone thinks that my parents are from Uganda. Everyone thinks that my parents are either Ugandan or from Sudan. Most people don't think Ghana. So I know I can tell that you're from Ghana from your surname. But yes, my parents were born and raised in Ghana, but I was born in the UK. But I've lived in Ghana. I lived there for 5 years. So yeah. I'm in Dubai, but I can't tell you which location. Who does that? I'm going to tell you exactly which location. I'm in Dubai, but I can't tell you where in Dubai. That would just be weird. But I'm in Dubai. Augustine, are you in Ghana or are you somewhere else? I want to know why you came to the stream. Did you come to the stream because you're interested in robotic affirmations, you're interested in learning about it, or you're interested in manifestation, or you're just here for fun? What is it? What is it? In Dubai as well. Okay, cool. Cool. How long have you been in Dubai? How long have you lived in Dubai? Do you like it here? Well, that's not a very good question to ask online, actually. It's not a very good question to ask online. How long have you been in Dubai, though? And are you interested in manifestation, or are you just here for fun? And if you are interested in manifestation, what questions do you have relating to it? Most people I come into contact with are either Christian, or Muslim, and they kind of don't really connect the two, manifestation and religion, or whatever religion they're practicing. But I feel like no matter whether you're a Muslim or a Christian, I feel like you can still practice affirmations, repeating affirmations. There's nothing wrong with repeating affirmations, because all you're doing is speaking positivity over your life. 7 years, okay, cool. I've been here since 2023. So it's been almost 3 years, because I came in 2023 March. So it's been almost 3 years since I've been in Dubai. So what's your belief system when it comes to using affirmations to, for success? Affirmations, repeating affirmations. What's your opinion of it? I'm sure you're a Christian, maybe Christian. There might be a few Muslims in here. What's your opinion about using affirmations, speaking affirmations over your life? You know, if you're a Christian, in the Bible, it talks about affirmations anyway. It talks about how life and death is in the power of the tongue. So speaking positive words over your life can only be a good thing. And repeating those things over and over and over again, and rinsing and repeating can only be a good thing. Okay, so what do you guys do? What's your job? What business do you run? Whatever it is you do, what is it that you do? I'm going to ask Augustine, what do you do for a job in Dubai? What's your job? And I think Ramesh, you said you're also in Dubai. What do you do for a job? You're a Christian, but I'm Christian, but I have to break questions down. What does that mean? Okay. I'm asking you, you're Christian, okay? Most people equate manifestation to new age spirituality, and they feel like you can't connect this idea of being a conscious manifester to being a Christian or a Muslim. They feel like it doesn't fit, you see. And I want to know what you think about that. As a Christian, if you come into contact with someone who says they're a conscious manifester, how do you feel about that? Do you feel that that person is practicing something other than, something that is godly? Personally, I think you can combine the two and you can marry the two. For me, I believe in, I pray, and I also do robotic affirmations. This is something that I do religiously. I do it every single day, at least once a day, but right now I'm doing a challenge where I'm doing it 3 times a day, repeating positive words about a specific thing that I'm calling into my life, and I'm repeating it over and over and over and over and over again, whether I'm writing it down or whether I'm speaking it, I'm doing it over and over again. Construction, okay, cool. But you're not answering the question. You said you're a Christian. What do you think about someone who says they are a conscious manifester? As a Christian, what do you think about that? Because I know a lot of Christians will say, oh, it's not godly. Because you're basically saying that you have control over what happens in your life in terms of your success and all of that. You have control over it, but whereas most Christians I come into contact with believe that it's all up to the man in the sky, God, and that you have no control at all. Obviously, you have no control over when you die or something like this, but you do have control over the things that you say about yourself on a daily basis, the words that you speak, and whatever you say and focus on eventually will come into fruition. And this is what I believe. I don't know what you think, whether you think it's all about just praying and pleading to God for whatever you want and hoping for the best, or whether you believe that you can speak whatever you want into existence. Anyway, the goal of this particular stream is actually for me to do a 10-minute saturation session where I'm writing out my affirmations on my computer. I'm typing them out. I'm not really supposed to be speaking that much, but I'm talking about the power of robotic affirming for content creators and digital entrepreneurs. And I'm talking about why robotic affirming works for creators. Most creators, they struggle with the same problems, the same internal loops. Am I good enough? Is anyone listening? What if this doesn't work? Why am I not further along? And robotic affirming bypasses that part of the mind that argues back. So instead of trying to convince yourself emotionally, you're simply installing new assumptions through repetition. So over time, Your nervous system starts to normalize ideas like I show up daily with ease, my content attracts aligned opportunities, I'm paid for my creativity, and my work compounds over time. So when these assumptions become familiar, your actions naturally follow, and you're going to stay consistent. I mean, things might happen in life, but consistency becomes easier. It becomes less of a chore because your assumptions have become so familiar that your actions become natural to you, and that means it's going to become so natural for you to just create and post, create and post, create and post. Let me just tell you a bit about myself. I'm actually a digital entrepreneur out here in Dubai. I'm a digital entrepreneur. I'm also a software developer and a content writer. I started out as a content writer, writing for companies and brands and all of that, online specifically. And then I built a business where I create written content for clients, so articles, blog posts, advertising copy and stuff like that for brands. I built that business, and then from there I started selling digital products and building my own blogs. And that was the sort of second phase of my journey as a digital, business person, I would say. And then from there, I developed the skills and built the skills of software development and done a few freelance contracts here and there. But right now, I'm in the process of building my own apps and building a tech company in Dubai. So at the moment, I'm building a tech company in Dubai, but I'm still doing written content, and I'm still producing digital products, and I'm still also I have something called a Remote Tasks Club, where you can sign up for a 1-year membership and gain access to online jobs. So that's what I do. And one of the things that has really helped me over the years is robotic affirming, and that is repeating something positive that I want, but I'm saying it in the present tense like I've already got it. Augustine, so what you're saying is you want to know more about manifestation, and what it is. Okay, the purpose of this stream is really talking about robotic affirmations, and how powerful they are for content creators and for digital entrepreneurs. But if you don't really know what manifestation is, then I guess I'm gonna have to tell you, because you don't know. So essentially what it is the process of bringing experiences, outcomes and opportunities into your life by aligning your inner world with the reality you want to live in. But in my opinion, manifestation isn't necessarily about pulling something to yourself and attracting something to yourself. It's about believing that you already have it. Being so confident that and so certain that you already have it that no one can tell you anything, because you already believe you have it. Some people believe in attracting things to themselves. They believe that they have to do all these things to attract whatever success they want to themselves. But I don't believe in the law of attraction. I don't believe in that. I believe that you already have it. If you believe you already have it, you just have to wait and have the patience for it to be seen in the reality. And how you can stay in that state of believing is to do certain things, such as affirmations, such as visualization. I personally think the easiest way is to just speak whatever it is you are manifesting. So I'm going to give you an example. You want to manifest £5,000, $5,000. Instead of saying, I'm going to have £5,000, I'm going to have £5,000, you're going to say, thank you for this £5,000. Thank you for this £5,000 I have in my bank account. Thank you for the £5,000 I have in my bank account. You just keep saying it over and over and over again. You're going to impress your subconscious mind with that belief. and eventually it happens. Eventually it catches up to whatever you're saying. It catches up in reality, and it comes true. It works. It works. It's just like if you, as as a Christian or a Muslim, whatever, you're praying a lot and you're giving thanks. Personally, I think the worst way of praying is to beg God. If you are a Christian or a Muslim, you shouldn't be begging for anything. You should be giving thanks for the thing before you even see it in reality, because that is what is called faith. I'm going to give you an example. I used to have another YouTube channel, and this YouTube channel was about Africa. This YouTube channel, it kept getting taken down because it was very political, and I was talking about things that were a bit controversial. And I had this affirmation: why does all my content go viral? Why does all my content go viral? And I was saying it repeatedly every single day. I saturated my subconscious mind in it. I believed it wholeheartedly that it had already happened. And one morning I woke up and I had thousands of notifications. And honestly, I wasn't shocked. I didn't look at my phone and say, oh gosh, why are these notifications here? I looked at my phone and I was like, this is what I've already expected. And I saw it as normal. And in a short space of time, my channel blew up. This is not this channel, different channel. My channel blew up, and it became so successful in a very short time because I kept affirming that. It was like 3 months, and I kept affirming that. And within 3 months, my channel just blew up, and everything just went from zero to a massive overnight. Why does all my content go viral? That was just one affirmation I kept saying. People think that manifestation is wishful thinking. It's about how your thoughts, your assumptions, emotions, identity, and actions interact to shape what you consistently experience in your life. So you're always manifesting, whether you're doing it consciously or not. So every belief you hold about yourself, money, relationships, and possibly possibility influences the choices you make and the risks you take or avoid, and the standards that you accept as well, and the way you respond to life. So over time, those patterns harden into results. Hi. You see, so today this is really supposed to be a saturation session, and I'm not sure if I can get this saturation session done, but I'm actually gonna do a saturation session now, and that is, I'm gonna be typing out my affirmations, and I'm not gonna talk for the next, battery's quite low, so I wanna get this done. So every day, I'm doing this 30-day affirmations challenge. So every single day I'm doing 10 minutes of affirmations in the morning, 10 minutes of affirmations in the afternoon, and 10 minutes of affirmations in the evening. This is my evening session. Right now it's 10:33 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. And I'm supposed to be doing a 10-minute one. So I don't know if I'm going to get 10 minutes done on camera, to be honest, but I'm going to try. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Uh, 10 minutes. And usually, sometimes I write it out, but today I'm going to type it out. I did it today as well, and I found it to be really effective, typing out my affirmations. So I've paused my session to answer this question about how can manifestation be distracted. I don't know what that means. I don't really understand. Can you really kind of elaborate on what you mean by how can manifestation be distracted? Do you mean how can someone derail your manifestation? Or I don't really get what that means. Because if you're a conscious manifestor and you are in the process, because you know what, everybody's manifesting every single day. Your actions, your thoughts, your beliefs, whatever you're doing on a daily basis, whatever you say, you're manifesting. But if you're a conscious manifestor where you're actually consciously doing something, like for affirmations, visualization, you're doing it consciously, you're not just kind of mindlessly going through life, then what do you actually mean? Do you mean the process of affirming, like what I'm doing right now? How can somebody distract you? You know, someone can ask you a question like what you've just done, and that's obviously a distraction. But right now I'm doing an affirmation saturation session. I'm typing out my affirmations. It's just a simple phrase that I'm typing out over and over and over again for the next 10 minutes. I've just paused it. And really, you're not supposed to stop. You're supposed to just keep going. But I think it's important to surround yourself with people that have similar belief systems, similar ideas in relation to how to go about life. Because if you are someone who really believes in conscious manifestation, but yet you've got a lot of people around you that tell you that it's complete rubbish, it's going to be difficult for you. You're always going to have doubts, and you're always going to be doubting, oh, is this true? Is this real? Does this really work? I think it's important, if you are or if you want to be a conscious manifestor, just stay focused. It's not rocket science. It's very simple. If you want to go down this path, you want to set yourself a routine of either writing out your affirmations every day, speaking your affirmations, listening to your affirmations, and just be tunnel vision about it and forget about everybody else. Block out the noise completely. Block the noise out. Completely forget about what is going on in your 3D reality and focus on the prize. Focus on the decisions that you have made. I don't use the word goal anymore. I don't set goals. I don't say, oh, I'm setting a goal to make this amount of money. No, I say, I am deciding to make this amount of money. And whatever I do has to align with that. Whoever I spend time with has to align with that. Whatever I'm thinking on a daily basis has to align with that. And if it doesn't align with that, I'm done. I'm not doing it. So I'm not going to hang around with people that have limiting beliefs about money. I'm not going to hang around with people that don't have any insight or foresight. I'm not going to hang around with people that all they do is consume, but they never do anything else. I'm going to hang around with people or spend time with people that align with my values and beliefs in relation to building the life that I want, manifesting the life that I want. And so it's important to gain clarity on what you want. And when you've gained that clarity, you know that anything that doesn't align with that path that you're going down doesn't need to be in your life. You do away with it. Simple as that. And do it ruthlessly. Cut things off ruthlessly. It includes people, includes habits that you're doing, whatever. Cut it off. That's the way you're not going to be distracted. Is cut things off quickly. Literally, think of it like it's a rope, get a scissors, chop it off, move on. Whether it be friendships, relationships, even sometimes family members, cut them off. And focus on what you need to do. Because life is too short to live mediocre. Life is too short to be constantly questioning the type of life you live in. You want to wake up every day and feel like, you know what, this is what I'm here for. And if you don't wake up every day feeling like that, then you need to do something about it. And the first thing you can start doing, and the easiest thing you can start doing to transform your life, is to start robotic affirming, speaking positive words over your life, repeating them religiously like it is law. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking because I need to carry on with this. I've got 6 minutes 24 left to finish this affirmation session, and then I'm going to leave this stream because it's 32 minutes and I've got 6 minutes left. Okay, I'm done. I'm not done with the um, I'm not done with the saturation session yet, but I need to go because my battery is going to die. But thank you for watching. I'm going to leave a link in the description for my 33 Digital Abundance Challenge. I have 2 guides in there that can help you if you want to build a profitable digital product business or a digital business using strategy and identity shifting. I've got a link in the description for that. I'm doing 30 days of robotic affirmations, and today's day 2. And every single day for the next 30 days, I'm going to be robotic affirming, doing robotic affirmation sessions on here, whether I'm writing them out or typing them. Today I did a typing session. I've got 1 minute 40 left, but I'm going to leave the stream because my battery's about to die. And I'm going to be on day 3 tomorrow. Appreciate you joining, and I'll leave links in the description. Peace.